Good day, investors. Welcome to the 23rd of June 2015. The trade for today is called Discovery and the code is DSY. Last traded price is R122.20. Action on this trade is to do a buy. So the objective is basically to buy low and sell high. Looking at the entry level, that will be R120.69 and the target to be used is 127.92. So the grey line is the entry and the target is the green line. Stop loss to be used if the trade doesn't go to the direction is 118.28. Current open trades at this moment, MTN, Shoprite and Aspen, they are still open at this moment. Looking at the top 40 index, and this is where the top 40 blue chip shares are basically based in, and you can look at the blue line. It's very important. The blue line of the index is currently trading above the grey line. So that could actually mean the following. It's above the 10-day moving average, it's a red line, and the 20-day moving average, that's the grey line. At any time, if you get a cross like this, like previous sessions in March, April, you could actually expect it to go up again. You need to wait for the cross for better direction as well then. Looking at the Dow Jones, they closed about 118 points higher on Monday evening. So that was Friday's close, and they're actually closing here on the top on the blue line. The reason for the markets moving up is because due to Greece, and there's most probably a resolving package that's been concluded, and they will meet again to actually just finalize everything, and that is why the market liked the news. So look at this pattern, a positive ABC pattern, low, high, low, higher, low, and it's testing this current high. If broken, more upside could basically be due in this momentum. Looking at the J200, and that's the top 40 shares of the JSE, you will basically see that green line that we were looking there at is now almost been tested and broken as well on the middle Bollinger Band. So the big question is, can it run to this 47,000 level? Currently trading at 46,600, so there could be another 400 points due. And we could see similar movements like this. Broke it up, went higher, broke it up, went higher. So let's see if the conclusion can happen. Looking at some of the retailers at this moment, Shoprite, there is a positive channel forming, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, also testing it high exactly as the top 40 at this moment. So the big question is, can you break this top here and start moving higher? That will be the question for a lot of traders in this retail sector. Looking at Mr. Price, tested this high here, still in a sideways pattern, didn't break this yet for confirmation of upward movement happening here. Looking at Willys, now Willys is struggling with this ABC pattern, high, low, high, low, high, lower, high, lower. So at any time if it can break this high, more upside could be due on the share as well. Even if the share went up 26 cents yesterday, closing the level of 97.82. Let's go to the banking shares. Now they did struggle the last few months actually, and as you can see, look at this downward pattern here, high, low, high, low, high, low. Still trading under the 180 rand level, currently closed at 177.94. So we need to see if it could break up to the 182 and then break that upwards. So still people will watch this closely, especially in the banking sector. Look at Standard Bank. Came down, tested this lows, breaking up. So this testing this previous high here off the high of the channel, as well as the Bollinger Band. So the big question is, can you break the 160 level? If you break the 160 level, you can definitely go higher to the 166, 180, 170 levels in the short term. Looking at Investec as well. Now Investec is currently trading the sideways pattern, bounced in this bottom here of the cycle. You will see low, high, low, high, low, and the big question is, can you break this 112 level, 112.50 level, and physically go higher to about 119 level? So a lot of traction needs to be kept here, and need to see if this crossover will happen on the top 40. That will push the markets up, but that will come from the leading markets like Europe and America that could push this up. Looking at your MTNs, now MTNs, as we explained yesterday, broke this party on the high upwards and the middle green in this negative channel. So there's the new positive channel, low, high, low, high, low, higher. So the big question is, can you break this 250 and go higher? And that next high could be 236 to almost 246. So we need to see if this pattern could start playing out. Looking at Vodacom, Vodacom actually went totally opposite. It went to this higher and it broke down again. Now that one lost almost 4% yesterday, so not a good breakup happened here at all. Looking at Telkom, Telkom is still in a downward momentum at this moment. Yesterday it lost another 80 cents and still in a downward momentum there. Looking at CFR, now CFR is still in this negative pattern. High, low, high, lower, high, lower, high, lower. Broke this bottom here and started to get back to this bottom. So here's the big question. Can you break this high and start moving up? And that will test the middle Bollinger Band as well. Or will this be just a continuously off a down cycle? Looking at Steinhoff. Now Steinhoff yesterday broke this little high of 105. Now we need to see if this can hold and come back, or is this and you can see it's testing the middle Bollinger Band here as well. So the big question is this a recovery, or is just this a bit of a fall happening here? Even if the share went up yesterday almost 2 rand in the movement. So keep a close eye on this one as well. So track it closely and the momentum will help you. Even look at Netcare. Now Netcare is trading between the green and the purple and a downward momentum. Currently this 58 is a very, very important level to be tested. You can look at your indicators starting to move up as well. And you can see the RSI also moving up, and the MACD did start to cross here for upward movement. So let's see if the momentum is here from the bottom, or is this a start of a new momentum going upwards. Otherwise it will bounce and go back. So wait for this 38 rand level if you need to look at it. Enjoy trading.